Alrighty-o. Morning, buddy. I figured we'd start today by doing the next bit of the Bouncing Baby Boy Stranger quest, which is the one where we drove around the boat in the little pond with not Nikola Tesla, legally distinct Nikola Tesla. I figured we'd go do the next bit of that and go from there and see where that puts us. Hope you are most well today. I actually can't even see the bit of the map he's on, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of guesswork here. Well, we're pretty close by. I follow this road north. Pretty much our best bet. Easiest way to get about there. Hi, dear.
That's good, boy.
Start with the necessary snackage.
Yeah, you're a strong one, boy.
Organic corned beef for me. Carrot for Roach.
Yeah.
Is that a bear?
Oh, it's okay, boy. Easy.
What doesn't matter now?
Help me! The pox!
Not gonna put Roach in the river. He might get stuck.
Yeah.
I think this is probably a trap.
Hands up. You trying to rob a sick man?
I was trying to help.
Bullshit you was.
You move and I'll shoot you. Give us what's due.
It's not even the gun I tried to draw.
Bastards.
Oh, that went better than I expected it to. I even remember that gun being on my back when I got off of the fucking horse.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll keep following this road north. Nope, that's not the way I wanted to go. Arthur, all you're getting. I was this close to getting that cougar before it got me.
I don't want whatever you're bringing.
I'm not
Leave
bringing
me
it.
be.
I will gladly leave you be, sir. It's fine by me. Yeah, it looks like just keep following this road and that'll be good.
What's wrong?
Might have to branch off to the left.
Yep.
Never done the next part of this quest, so I'm quite excited to see exactly what happens. I made the mistake of coming here during the day. Alrighty. Let's see what he's got for us this time. Have you noticed on top of everything else, it's raining?
Hello?
This went very well, I'm sure of it.
Is anybody here? Hello?
If you are here to rob me, I wish to make clear that I have weapons that could liquefy each of your internal organs in turn and leave you just a puddle on the floor.
Fair.
Professor, I ain't here to rob you.
You invited me
Me.
here.
I helped you at the pond.
You did? Oh, you did. The buffoon. Hello.
Hello.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Of course you are disturbing me, buddy. I almost solved biggest problem and you mess it up.
Did?
No, but I did. I can't get the bloody conductor straight. What? Well, it is the geometry of life. The grand theory of power. It's the grand theory of theories. There is just one more big problem. Maybe I solve it, but I can't get it right.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't.
Mainly because you aren't
Help me
saying
adjust
anything.
these things, and I will show you what I mean. Here, take these.
Oh, well, I'm not much of a scientist.
Well,
There's no way those
you
fit in
are
our satchel.
American. Science is far beyond.
Oh, come on.
You make a fine buffoon. Go.
You have the detector in your hand.
Correct.
The filament flashes when
Jesus.
it points at the locations for conductors. Follow flashes up in hills and plant conductor rods where filament goes solid.
Sounds like a great way to get shot by electrical lightning.
Lightning strikes the rod, and we harness power of nature to make light.
So effectively what this would have to be is
Okay, now find the position for the second conductor.
so effectively what I'm holding in my hand would have to be some sort of device that would detect density of electrons in the area. Because when lightning strikes the ground, it's effectively electrons trying to balance out themselves. They always want to meet up. So it's pressures above creating a mass of swirling electrons that then want to connect to the electrons that are down below, which is why you see them hit large hills and bits of metal and things like that, because electrons are naturally attracted to metals. Because again, they really want to meet up. That's what their whole goal is. So as soon as you see those two peaks, one from the ground and one from the sky, connect, that's when lightning strikes on a point.
All mankind. You're better than my last decision. I hope you live longer too.
I think I've figured out the point.
Two down and one to go. And you're not dead.
those unfamiliar, Junji Ito. Junji Ito, a very famous and very talented Japanese artist and manga writer. Specializes in the horror stuff. A lot of really fantastical and weird ideas, often concerning a lot of body horror. And dude really has a creative mind when it comes to writing. Sometimes it's almost comedic, the shit he comes up with. He did an illustration for a manga of the original Frankenstein, based off the book, not any of the films or anything like that. And it was actually my first time experiencing the original Frankenstein story, and he just did a really, really good job. I highly suggest checking it out if you haven't. Wendigoon on YouTube did a video for it, so if you don't want to read it yourself, Wendigoon's coverage was fantastic, beginning to end, and Wendigoon's just a bang-up good guy, so highly suggest checking that out. Let me bring it up on screen so that some people will have a link to go to.
Today we're going to talk about one.
This is Wendigoon, as always. Good Bean. Wendigoon, and Frankenstein, the original horror story. And this on the left is one of Junji Ito's lovely art pieces. And he even cuts it up into individual sections. If you get bored with a particular one, you want to go on from there. And yeah, just an absolute lovely job. Highly suggest him. Both Junji Ito and Mr. Wendigoon.
You want it? Good, good. You're there!
Still love that you can see Saint Denis in the distance.
Return to the lab.
Turn to the lab. It's that time of year when the apartment complex starts mowing the lawn at about 8 a.m. So, my sleep was a little bit disturbed, so I apologize if I sound a bit groggy. I'm running them on about like 5.5 to 6 hours here. It sounds like wolves are going to attack me. That wolf is very unhappy in the distance.
History is ours.
History is ours.
Momentous occasion.
History is a beautiful thing.
Mysteries of nature and life. Glorious day!
There's a bit of a glare on my screen. It's kind of hard to see it.
Wonderful!
I wish I ever went to school so I had a clue what was going on. What now?
Well, now, I become the second
Don't learn this in
creature
school, Arthur.
after God himself to bring life to this earth. Like this.
Am I missing something?
Ah, the switches. The bloody switches. Okay. Climb up there and adjust them for me. Go quick, please.
Won't that electrocute me? That really sounds like it's going to electrocute me. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to turn up the brightness a little bit. It's really difficult for me to see with this glare on the screen. Settings. Display. No. Graphics. I already skipped over it. I'm sorry. I'm a bit of a dungus. Back to display. Back to graphics. Wouldn't be in camera, would it? That would be insane. Could never be. Oh, let me up my field of view a little bit. One more section. I like a nice big field of view. Not as big as my brother. He always has his field of view to max, and nauseates me slightly seeing my hands be like 10 feet away from my camera. All right. Well, I don't see it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Brightness. 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take the edge off. I think it's on this side.
Damn it. What I got myself into.
I don't know, Arthur.
The switches are on and very good. Flick one switch on the array, and another might go off.
Ah.
You want the 3
One of these ones.
illumination. So flick the switches till that is the outcome.
Just tell me what goddamn one of these things to pull.
I am an invisible web engineer, not an electrical technician. Okay?
You better hope I ain't fried up here.
I'm a mechanical technician. Does that count? Or was? Okay. Okay. With only 3 possible additions, there's only 9 possibilities. Yes, sir.
It's working! Come down here, quick!
I'm trying. Nope, farther. This way.
Are you ready?
Sure. Second time lucky, eh?
Second time? More like 7,000th. This is my life's work.
Don't stand in the cage.
It's incredible.
Oh, it's not Frankenstein. That's disappointing.
What? He lives! My son lives!
What is it?
It is life itself. Morons who doubted me. It is me and you. Look at him. Isn't he wonderful?
Ah, just like modern day robots.
Is that it?
For now. I am so happy. Oh, you just saw creation's second birth.
I just saw a machine waddle a few steps.
I have a son. I am the luckiest man alive. Those morons, they doubted me.
I'll see you later.
Yes. Yes. Goodbye. Oh.
All right. What's the next part, and how do I get to it? Let's see here. Bouncing boy. Mercies and knowledge. Conclusion. Some days after the events, in the second part, we can check up on him again. Doesn't say anything about it being a particular time of day, so I'm pretty much just gonna set up camp right here. Have ourselves a little sleep. We're gonna have ourselves a second sleep. How about that? No legendary third sleep. They're not kidding. It's not there yet, but it seems like we've got ourselves a legendary animal out here. So I think I found myself the perfect distraction. Come, Roach. Now, there's also a lady's house somewhere around here. That's another stranger quest. And I remember being near where
Here we are.
Legendary Elk was, because I actually did that last time.
The trail's been here.
Trail's been here a while.
Wow.
What the heck?
Holy cow, elk are big. Hello? Brother? Second time's charm.
Looks a way off.
Not a snake. Snake, you stay over there, I'll stay over here. How about that? Deal?
Not far now.
At him. It is. I can't tell if he's actually white or if his textures aren't loading in because he looks unrendered from this distance. His horns don't even seem to be like loading in properly. That would be really funny if they like made a model in game that was purposefully like blocky and polygonal. Yeah, that looks really wrong. Now he's loaded in. Alright, that was funny. I like that. Got him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's our house over there. We'll check that out in a bit. Roach, got a present for you. Okay. We're gonna go over here.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're huge. I hope I didn't miss like the first part of her quest or anything. Maybe I've been too early. Let me take a look at the guide. The chapter 5. What chapter am I actually in? I'm in chapter 4. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Can't do it till next chapter. Understood. Well, anything else I can have access to? Okay, I need to check my mailbox at some point. That's one. This is about Mr. Black and Mr. White. I can at least mark where they are. I think once again, I don't even see that part of the map yet. Where's Lee West? Yeah, they're like way up here-ish. Somewhere around there. Add marker. Wish I could label them. Alright, so that's them marked. What else do we have here? Mercies of knowledge. That is the electric chair. We did that. Oh, brother. And Valentine. We've done that. I don't know if we finished it yet, but did no good deed. I'm pretty sure we did iniquities of history, but let me take a look. Yep. Yep. That was Jeremiah Compson on the bench. He's British, of course. We did that. Smoking other hobbies. Yep. Taste test of faith. Dinosaur bones. Geology for beginners. Rock carbons. Find night for it. Night folk. Yep. Did that. American dreams. Find 3 murder scenes to unlock the stranger on the map. These are colored orange. Do I want to? Do I care? No. Is it any good? Well, I might as well, right? These clue pieces can be combined once you obtained all 3 of them. Well, excuse me. Ah, they've really zoomed in. One appears to be there. One, crap. That's the wrong button. Classic Jacob. One's on the edge of the Braithwaite Manor. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't run into that one by accident. I'm pretty sure I went right about here to look for flowers before. One's there. And then another is just outside of Mount. I'm surprised I didn't run into that one either. And they kind of put, except for the first one I marked, they're all kind of in places that they expect you to get to. And considering it's just, 3 corpses in a massive world, it was smart of them to do that. But somehow I've still never ran into these guys. Right there. I think I may have run into this one. Not in this playthrough, but in another playthrough. I seem to remember there being a corpse here, and it being rather gruesome. Magnifico. Alrighty. Fundraiser. That was the museum, I believe. Yep. Yep, that's done. We did that. Arcadia for amateurs. That was our good old friend, who I've forgotten the name of, Albert Mason. Good bean, good bean. Oh, Grace Paint. Apparently we could do that all the way back in chapter 1. All that glitters, not gold. That's just the guy giving us a treasure map. Maximo, the famous explorer. All right. Well, brother, help a brother out. We did that. We helped out. Get those boys that were trapped in Saint Denis in the cellar. All right. So besides the locations I have marked and Magnifico, we're actually all caught up. Next bit of Duchesses and other proclivities has yet to be done. But besides that, we're pretty much caught up. It's great news. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do first is try to get this to spawn, and then head down to here, this mail station, where apparently we should encounter a letter that should lead to a stranger. Then, if that doesn't work immediately, we'll start going around to these locations. Go from there. So I'm going to camp here, and hope that helps it spawn. Not quite, Arthur. It's not quite gun time. I know it's often gun time.
We warned you not to come back on our territory.
Not a very good shot, are you, boys?
Get that son of a bitch!
I didn't realize what I was in was even considered your territory. Well, they didn't even hit me once. Very, very happy about that. They do love their currents, these boys. Ow. Oop. Well. Oh, no, I didn't actually want to craft and cook. Well, let's see if there's anything I can cook real quick. There are a couple things I can cook. Stove. Little side tangent. Not strictly speaking about venison, but talking about a bit of what I've been up to lately. I've been experimenting with dry curing my own pork loin. In the case of getting together a curing solution, I could give my exact measurements, but I won't bother right now. Of curing salt and sugar, rubbing it on the pork loin, and putting it in a vac seal bag and setting it in the fridge to cure for some amount of time. Now, I found incredibly mixed reports online. Some people being like, "Oh, I do mine for a week. I do mine for 3 days. I do mine for 2 weeks." And I thought to myself, okay, well, there's all these different times, and all of them just say that it's the way to do it with no discussion of a different texture or a different flavor or anything like that. So clearly, the only way I can figure out what the difference between these times are is to do it myself. So I got like 50 pounds of pork loin, chopped it into 4 big pieces, and I set one to age for 1 week, one for 2, one for 3, and one for 4. This didn't exactly work out in that I got busy, that I didn't have the time to cut them up in the deli slicer I also bought at the time when they were exactly ready. So what it turned into is one was for 1, one was for 2, one was for 4, and then one was for about instead of 4 weeks, about 3 months. So this gives me a very wide spectrum. So week 1 tastes good, like, you know, but fairly bland lunch meat flavor. Nothing too crazy. Not very flavorful. I like a more flavorful lunch meat. And then 2 week 1 was not a ton more flavorful than the 1 week 1, but it did have more flavor. And then the 4 week 1 had more flavor than the 2 week 1. Again, not by much, but by a little bit. And then the 3 month 1, which I cut up yesterday and had a bit of, I could not tell you if there was a discernible flavor difference between the 1 month and the 3 month. Meaning, as far as I'm concerned, you kind of hit an upper limit between 2 and 4 weeks when it comes to dry curing pork loin, which tracks considering that most people are doing it for like a maximum of 2 weeks. But the good part is that it didn't ruin its texture or anything like that. It was still perfectly good, perfectly tasty. It didn't like become mushy or anything like that. The texture was practically identical, making it so that if I had to leave it for another cougar, if I had to leave it for some reason for you know, several weeks more than 1 month, because I just didn't have the time to chop it up, that would be a perfectly okay thing to do. So now that this experiment is completed, the next task is that I would like more flavor, and it's time to experiment with other flavors. So first of all, I like a saltier meat, and I like a sweeter meat. So I'm going to probably add more salt and sugar just plainly, but I want to take 1 batch and add in some honey, and maybe currants or some other things, you know, make it a sweeter ham, pork loin in this case. And then I want to take another and put some garlic salt and some dill on it. Now, a lot of recipes say that when you add garlic salt to pork loin, you should reduce the amount of salt that you use, because a lot of garlic salt is just salt, and then there's just a lot of, you know, powderized garlic in there as well. But because I already want it saltier, I'm not going to do that. Worst comes to worst, I have to like roast it because I've made it too strong. I like a strong garlic flavor anyway, so I think that's unlikely to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just glad I finally learned this information. And then, you know, the next step after all that is there are, you know, how you make prosciutto is you open air cure it. Now, normally you need some sort of cellar or something in order to do this process. However, in my case, I don't have a cellar. I live in an apartment. But they sell these sort of plant-based bags that help control the amount of air and moisture that get in and out of the meat. And they can basically make your refrigerator act like a dry curing chamber. So I might get some of those and make myself some prosciutto. And while it will take, you know, several months to cure and make the delicious prosciutto or gabagool, as we all know and love from our local deli, especially our local Italian deli, it is totally worth it, because making even just like half of a large pork loin into prosciutto yourself, you're going from spending what would be almost over $100 worth for that amount of meat that you would buy from the grocery stores, depending on where you're buying it from, to spending about $10 on that amount of pork loin and doing it yourself. So I'd say that's well worth it, in my opinion. I'm getting better using my deli slicer too. It's kind of a pain in the ass to use. I got one that was cheap but reliable, and I kind of wish I had a more big, heavy-duty one. It's just a little bit finicky to work with. My plan, by the way, is I'm going to ride a little bit south here, camp, and then ride back up north. So yeah, those have been the escapades. Now I just need to test out my latest gummy recipe, now that I've got some pectin, rather than the just gelatin, which hopefully should help create the texture I was looking for, which is more of a dots gumdrop texture. And then that'll be done. And then it's probably going to be brownie time after that. And it's been a great time. Hello, sir. Why are you naked, man? Roach, you love kicking me off today, don't you? Sorry, Roach. I mean to poke you with those horns. Alright, let's see if we can take ourselves a little nap. See if the boys attack us again immediately as well. I don't know if it has to be nighttime this time, but I might as well just make it nighttime just in case. Yeah. Have you noticed on top of everything else, it's raining? I'm quoting Pirates of the Caribbean 3, by the way, which for some reason people seem to think is a bad film. While I will say that it's a very slow film, it's extremely cinematic. I will take every bit of Davy Jones content I can possibly get, because that man is a fantastic actor, and the CGI is so far ahead of its time and looks better than a lot of horse shit that Marvel is currently putting out. I haven't even watched a Marvel film in quite some time. Infinity War was the last one I saw, and I was unimpressed. It was fine. I thought it was fine. There's a lot of Cougars around here.
Easy.
This is a bear, though.
Let's go.
There's a point where action, especially like, you know, fake CGI style action, gets so over the top that it kind of loses all meaning for me. And Marvel hit that pretty quickly. It had already hit that in Iron Man 3. Iron Man gets a little bit of a pass just because I really like the concept. But as soon as he basically had nanomachine armor, they lost me at that point. Because the cool thing about Iron Man's suit, it has all the, you know, mechanical bits. It takes all the things that made me want to be an engineer. And why are there cats everywhere? Roach, you better not have lost that pelt. Sorry, didn't go blow my nose. And when you take away all the mechanical worry bits, it's not as cool. Iron Man 1 is still my favorite of the Iron Man films. But Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok, might be my favorite of the Marvel movies. Because it's funny. It's a funny movie. I know some people want Thor to be like really serious, and you know, more power to them for what they want out of that series. But as for me, Thor has always been a comedy character, and that is a fun movie. There's no circle, but it says there's a gun here.
Creation now.
That's a good question. A terrifying question. Apparently I've only done 10 sticker quests. That's odd. What am I supposed to do from here? Says that's it. Doesn't sound like it's it. Sounds like there's a murderous robot on the loose. Yeah, I always find it kind of funny in a lot of like old, oh dear, old Western fantasies. They talk about like robots, machines, like this big terrifying force. And I know it's because I'm from the modern age, so that's the sort of stuff that just doesn't really matter to me anymore. But, you know, just the thought of something like that we just saw being, like, terrifying to somebody. Whereas, you know, I'm in the camp where things like Alien are scary and spooky. Things like The Thing are spooky. Things like Junji Ito's work are spooky. That kind of just goes between red and regular. Looks cool. I wonder if you can find the robot. You can make a robot scary. I think it's just a lot harder. Five Nights at Freddy's gets away with it because they're possessed by ghosts. If they were just robots, it wouldn't really be scary for me. I just hate fucking ghosts. Don't take that out of context. Red Dead 2. Can you find the robot? Apparently you can. Why wouldn't they tell me in that guide? Oh, wait, there's some notes in the lab. Quickly, Arthur, we must return. Reading. I love reading. The like classic Resident Evil notes. Me and Jim invented a monster that has a gorilla with AK-47s for arms. We've been poking it with a stick non-stop. Hopefully it doesn't get out. It's incredibly aggressive. Next page. It got out. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, this sure looks like a note, but... Can I read any of them? Sure like to. Would the guide lie to me? He's got a little CRT. Way too early for that, but it's funny. Was I only able to read them when I was in here the first time and now it's broken? Marco Tragic Notes. There's one note I can't find here. Apparently, it's reads Inventor's Note. 5 years, 1 automaton. Receive funding, win top scientist prize. 6 years, 2 automatons. Make automaton factory. 10 years, 100 automatons. Become a very rich man. 15 years. Sorry. 15 years, automaton army. Take over the world. Underlined. Okay. To add to this confusion. So apparently the text of this note when read says inventor's note, while the entry in the satchel reads inventor's plan. And to add to this confusion, the image when looking at the document itself shows life plan written at the top. A lack of consistency. Apparently, if you head in the direction where it's turning red, it leads to an Easter egg. Got it. That makes sense. I figured it had to mean something. Far northwest side of the map near Spider Gorge. There's no way they'd expect you to walk from here all the way over there with that lantern in hand, would they? That'd be insane. Well, fortunately, we have to go all the way over there anyway for all the other stuff we're doing. So this is all coming up Millhouse. And I can't place a marker. Settle for that kind of marker. Ah, those are bloody footsteps. I didn't notice those before. I mean, that is the correct direction. Jesus. Yep. I guess they did expect that. Come on, Roach. Some distance to cover.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. I am back.
Go, go.
Not another cougar, is it? Got it.
Yeah.
Let's slow down a little bit here, Roach. I don't want to go off the edge. What map is it? Can I get up over here? You know what they say. You gotta get up to get down. Watermelons. Yeah, they had to keep their biscuits locked up. Very valuable. I love the physics on this lantern. Is this a telegram house? That would hurt so much on your bare hands. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess this is a telegram map. This says railroad, but telegram lines would often follow the railroad. References, eh?
How's it been?
And that shows several stations.
No complaints?
Who's
Oh,
telegram?
that's nice.
And peaches. Mind if I do?
Damn fine weather, ain't it?
Here is good.
Yeah, damn fine weather. Beautiful day. A little cloudy, but, you know, can't have everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of fitting to me that it turns red when you're heading towards the robot, as it is at this point murderer. Or maybe not. Maybe Mr. Marco fell and hit his head, and the robot fled the scene, unsure of what people would think when they came along. It's supposed to be an innocent till proven guilty sort of system, so I guess I should have think it that way of the murderous robot.
Yeah.
Interesting formation.
Yeah.
Something about streaming makes me sneeze. Not a fan. I hate sneezing. I don't know if it knows I have the lantern out, and that's why it's playing this music, but this is some awful, sinister music. At least you can keep the lantern out when you're on a horse. That's a saving grace. You couldn't, man. Someone doing this the right way, proper way, be annoying as hell. Got a coworker who 100% of this game, and I believe she looked up very few, if any, guides. She is a braver woman than I. This looks like a hot spring.
Throw it up.
Yeah, what's the word? Whatever Yellowstone is. Geyser. It's a legendary animal. Oh. It's a wolf. And that means it can fit on the back of my horse right now. Oh, shit. Well, I still have the map open. I know where it is. Or thereabouts. We'll get back to that in a moment. We got ourselves a wolf to hunt. Kotoro Springs. Should probably put the lantern away. There's a question mark like right in front of me. Yeah. Weird the map shows up but not the mini map.
Okay. Trail.
I don't even see any
Got
dust.
some ground to cover.
Bighorn sheep.
Reckon I got a ways to go.
Do you reckon, Arthur?
Okay. Where are you?
How in the world are you supposed to detect what direction the animal came into from any of the things he just found, other than it's somewhere nearby? There he is.
Nice and easy.
I know I mentioned it already, but the absolute absurdity of hip firing a bolt action rifle. With lever action, you could argue that maybe you could actually operate the lever faster when it's at your hip. With a bolt, it's not going to be any faster. It's going to be so much slower to operate it from your hip than it is from your shoulder. Not to mention not being able to aim, which is the more obvious issue. Another legendary creature down. What is this? Beta zone. Sort of. Oh, reservation. Or should we go up there eventually? I know we go to one reservation. I don't know if there's more than one. I do not know. So, Spider Grove, Spider Gorge, rather. Right about there. Which further do we have to go? A little bit. A little bit. It's going to get very cold very fast. I put on my winter gear. Fortunately, unlike last time, I was up here by surprise, which was quite some time ago at this point, to do one of the gunslinger quests. The quick draw quests. I'm gonna need you to take that rifle back out, Arthur. God, they actually ran. I couldn't the one during, I can't remember anybody's fucking name. The photographer's quests have been that docile to run away. When it died 3 times. Anyway, as I was saying, unlike last time I was up here by surprise, which was for one of the quick draw quests, for the book writing, I actually have several outfits on Roach this time.
Come on, pal.
So we are prepared.
Yep.
Don't worry, buddy, I got you. I'm not gonna leave you here to bleed out.
Sorry.
Man, Arthur said sorry in a really cold way there. Sorry.
Hey, boy. Yeah.
Either the music is stuck this way, or it knows I'm near the robot. If it was taking out the lantern, made the music go away. Maybe it was glitched. I don't know. I've never done this before. I have no basis of comparison. It could be anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like crazy. Easy, girl. Just my luck.
Always good to have a nice return to form now and again. Notice the claw marks on my arm. Jesus. These days, without proper benching, yeah, that's gonna get infected real quick. Especially when you're living out in the woods. Not in the most sterile environment. Go, go, go. Should be pretty close now. To be honest, I don't know what we're gonna find. The robot, sure. What state it will be in, I do not know. Do not know whether to come armed or not. I will say if I do have to shoot at it, and they make my bullets blink off of it from my bolt action, that will be utter horseshit. They won't make armor like that anyone actually uses to actually deflect full rifle cartridges for another 20 years or so. They didn't do it in fucking World War One. Again, not that anyone was really using. It existed, you know, it's just a big steel plate, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that didn't feel good on your legs, Roach. Alright, we're kind of...
Yep.
We're off the beaten path now. So how best to proceed?
There we go.
There we go. I don't know if I said it already, but the physics on this lantern are very pleasing to me. This would probably be more fitting at night, but... Anyone else see that square of darkness just beside us there? Is it red? That looks more red to me. I thought that was the robot for a second, and I'm gonna be honest, I was actually creeped out. Just visible enough. Alright, don't die, Arthur. all you have to do. Oh, there it is. Nice. Good slide, Arthur. Well, it's not dead or out of batteries like I thought it might be. Making it talk was an interesting choice. I could kill it if I wanted to.
The robot Easter egg in Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, there's the boy. There on Reddit, they point the picture and show where he is on the map, and then show him. And then there are two comments. The first one, that motherfucker killed his creator. I shot him in the head. And then the response to it is same law. Maybe he fell. We don't know that. It's new life. I won't cast judgment on it. I've killed plenty. All right. It's all the places I marked, but we need to... I'll head to this one first. I think I might technically be the closest. And from there, we'll probably go to the mail and so on and so forth. Actually, I was supposed to get like an achievement called Artificial Intelligence. Red Dead 2 Artificial Intelligence. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just discovering his fate. That's it. Cool. Yeah, not that way. Alright, Roach. I'm gonna have myself a little snack. A human heart. Yeah, that'll do. You hungry, Roach? I can't actually. I think it's because there's not really enough room to do the animations. Corn? Who doesn't love corn? Horses and humans alike. I love corn.
Yeah.
I like to put a lot of stuff around this little mining town. Where our journey began. I don't think Roach likes the cold very much.
Yeah.
He's burning through his energy pretty dang quick.
Yep.
The path goes ever on and on, down to the road where it began.
Yeah.
Here's where we fought our first O'Driscolls. What a trip down memory lane. And some elk is having a fit.
Yep.
Keep seeing skinwalkers in the trees, making me rather uncomfortable.
Hey there. Yeah.
Nope, keep riding, Roach.
Ease.
5 wolves will almost certainly kill me. And I don't know what'll happen to these 2 legendary pelts if I die. Oop, there we go. That's our boys.
Hey, you all right, mister? Can we help you?
I'm fine. Oh, I know you two.
Hey, look who it is.
I barely recognized you boys on account of you not trying to kill each other.
Yeah, well, somebody learned his manners, finally.
So you boys didn't run away.
Now, nobody looking out here. I reckon we're okay.
All right.
And then I
The
suggest that
law's
too.
it's pretty vigorous these days.
I told you we should leave, but did you want to listen? Oh, no. Mr. High and Mighty, he don't listen to no one.
Oh, would you just shut up?
I will not. I will not shut up.
You know what? You'll shut up when I shut you up.
Oh, that's real funny. I cannot believe it. I'm stuck out here with only you to talk to. I get a better conversation from the goddamn trees.
I know. I've seen you talking to them. They should have hanged you for being a moron.
You're an unkind man, Mr. Black.
Oh, let me in. Let me in. Open the door. Come on, let me in. I'll kill you myself.
Go away.
Let me in. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Now let me in.
Go away.
I'll make dinner. Again. All right, I'm sorry.
Say you're sorry again.
I'm real sorry.
I love them. I love them very much. They are my boys and I love them.
Come on now, boy.
I'm very happy I got to finish that this time. That'll live rent free in my head for some time to come.
I hear something.
Shut up then. Let's wait for him to go.
How do they even get up there, besides just, like, climbing some of the rigging? The guide wasn't kidding when it said they lived in a treehouse now. The path goes ever on and on, down to the road where it began. Right. To the post office. I don't want to leave. I'm afraid they're going to say more things. Laws. Rather vigorous these days. That's a good way of putting it out there. Vigorous is a word we don't get to use enough in our common vernacular. How many? Why is it because I have so many legendary animal skins on me that, like, everyone is all wild animals are now to kill me? I discovered an enemy gang. I will worry about that later, if I worry about it at all. I'm gonna be honest, it's not rival gangs that are giving us much trouble. Most O'Driscoll fights we pick ourselves. except for like a few. Just thinking about how long it's been since I've actually been back to camp. That like I've got all these legendary pelts. I've got the pipe for Dutch. I'm a little disappointed that when we actually give it to him, he's gonna exclusively smoke the pipe. I kind of wish to do like a 50-50 split between the cigar and pipe. I just don't really think a pipe really fits him very much. They're gonna kick by his horse again.
What the heck? Hey,
Oh, it's the safe.
Mind your own business.
Got it.
Yeah. Hey, now, boy, easy.
Another violent animal. Who could have guessed?
Move!
Come in, sir. Come in.
Hi.
You like whiskey? I mean, who don't? Take a look on that stand by the door there. Yeah, that's something special.
I'm more of a vodka man myself, but thank you.
I see you, friend. I'll help you out presently.
Receive mail. Letters from Charles Shatney.
Know how to run a good business? Be tough, be smart, and be fair.
What have we got here? A little sip of water. Ah, the artist. Mon cher ami, I made it. I have the sun on my face, sand between my toes, and a beautiful vagine in my bed.
Do not get yourself
The
drunk
islands.
before you hop onto a train.
Please stop talking to me, guys.
Make it an easy trip.
The islands are everything I thought they would be, and more. You would not believe the light and the colors and the people here. So much brighter and more alive than anything or anyone in Saint Denis. It feels like a world away, which of course it is. You may be surprised, but you're my only true friend from these dark, dreary days. You did not ask for anything, you only gave. How perfect, how rare. I detest selfish asses more than civilization itself, or civilization as he puts it.
Well, I showed
You
him,
from
huh?
around? We get folks from all
What
over.
is civilization but civilization really but organized selfishness? Sure, you could put it that way. I must constrain my most primal and vital desires so you may be comfortable. Pa, no mercy. This island paradise is what the civilized world would call primitive, but the people here are the most generous in ways I may not put into words I have met. Why is this? Because they are free. I have never painted like I paint now. It is the
Let me know
work.
if I can help.
It is work the likes of which
Levies,
has
they
never been
putting on
seen.
shipments.
Before I sent this,
Ain't akin to
I
robbery,
shipped
tell
some
ya.
canvases to New York to be sold. Perhaps, if you own that little scribble, it might be worth something now. Either that, or laugh at my ineptitude. Always yours, CC. Next letter, please.
Know how to run a
Mail
good business?
time, mail
Be
time.
tough, Be smart,
Shit,
and be fair.
I mean to do both. Letter from Theodore Levin. Dear Mr. Kilgore, I very much doubt you read the literary pages, but the story of Boy Calloway's final adventures has been quite a sensation. The Wild West may have been tamed, but the appetite for tales of it is not. The book, of course, is terrible, utterly trite. Utter tripe. A saccharine hagiography. That's a new one for me. Hagiography of a horrible man, but it is selling
Lots
like
of folks
hotcakes.
think I get
The
bored in
best
this
thing
job.
about writing about saints is
You
that
can
they
see
are
the
dead.
things I've
Thank the
seen.
good Lord.
Folk
A wise
just
man once told me the joy of
forget I'm here.
gunslinging was that it's a win-win. You get freedom or glory. Calloway can have the freedom, I'll take the glory, and you can have the satisfaction of knowing the truth behind a famous lie, or maybe Calloway has the glory, and I have the freedom. I cannot quite decide. Either way, he's dead. Thank you again, good lord. And half of the proceeds of this nonsense dissemination are yours. Yours truly.
I heard criminals
Theodore
been
Lennon.
moving contraband around by train. Can you imagine? Where the hell they get a train?
I don't know. Invitation from Mayor Lemieux. May 1899, Monsieur Kilgore. It was lovely to make your acquaintance at the residence the other night. You meet so many people at these kinds of functions. It is hard to keep track. I did notice, however, that you were near my study when poor Pierre had an accident and some documents simply disappeared. Now, I have spent far too long in politics to make accusations wildly, but just long enough to know when I am owed a small favor. Perhaps your gung-ho frontier spirit and my cold old-world cynicism could work quite well together. Indulge me in a meeting at least. Come to the back of the mayoral residence. Interesting that he capitalized residence there. Mayoral residence any night you wish. Knock on the door and my assistant, Jean-Marc, will let you in. I hope to see you soon. Your newest friend, Henry Lemieux.
Holler if you need help.
Thanks, partner.
Hey! That's no place for you!
Shit. Yep, sorry, I thought this was a door out here.
Farewell.
Yep, farewell. Oh, that's a lovely fireplace. Screenshot button? Hello? I would like to take a screenshot. There we go.
I ain't talking to him over there. You've been riling me up all day.
17 times the charge. Oh my god.
Easy now.
There's one murder. Wolves and the bears, the cougars just cannot get enough of me. I wonder if they are attracted to, like, the pelts and guts on the back of my horse. That would make logical sense.
I know, boy. Nearly done.
Alright, now let's take a look at this here body. Do you see? Nah. I don't see anything. Be fucking brutal. I don't really know how it's staying on the rock like that, though.
Can't imagine this here by accident.
Well, that's one piece of map, most of which I can't even see. First one complete. One was just to the south of Valentine. And I don't know where the last one was. I'll have to look it up again. Valentine. Be probably our shortest ride today.
Yeah.
We'll uncover the mystery. Can't see anything. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because we are here today for a very special...
You know, some say murdering murderers makes you no better than the murderers themselves. But I feel alright about this one.
Before it is too late. Our numbers are waning, thanks to the fools in Congress and their ludicrous ideas.
Damn! Hell with it.
But today, we grow one stronger. As we anoint a new brother into our sacred cause. Please step forward and kneel. Do you choose to accept the light?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Very much. All right.
Come on. There we go. The eternal light shines.
I don't really know why they're burning the cross. I don't know if that was typical or not. No one told him stop, drop, and roll. Well, paints them as idiots. I'll take that.
You there. You just stood and watched a good man die.
Correct.
And did nothing.
Seems like maybe that's a sign, eh?
A test, that's all. A test of devotion to our great cause.
You're just a bunch of morons in ridiculous outfits, which makes you the prize moron.
Grand
you
Wizard.
Dirty son of a bitch! I'll show you. Pathetic.
Still think you're tough?
I think that was the
Goddamn
better way to
hooded
solve it.
rodents. I'll kill all you bastards.
Let the idiocy speak for themselves. Ooh. Quarterly meeting minutes. Attendees 6. All official titles to be changed again. Requires new meeting. As the member formerly known as Secretary, Senior, I shall now be known as Grandiose Scribe, Most. My assistant will now be known as Grandiose Scribe, Least. Senior Warlock will now be known as Grand Satyr. Other job titles up for discussion at meeting requested above. Job title of Kaiser remains banned, as per meeting of August last. Question for open discussion. Is there a way to make the robes less flammable? Acceptable food for Grand Satyr's surprise birthday dinner. French? Possible. Spanish? Definite no. Membership dues 87% under quarterly target again. Ideas for new initiation need to be canvassed from members. Tarring and feathering was not popular with wives. Need to focus on recruitment drive again. Need to find all the brilliant and talented men in the community who have something to give to our cause. Discussion point. Are there any brilliant and talented men left? Perhaps not your brand of brilliant and talented man. Wooden crosses, heavy and expensive. Other religious symbols to burn as a demonstration of our deep religiosity? That's not a word. I don't believe. Female members still affirm no. Still need brilliant and talented men who want to wear hoods and discuss eugenics in their spare time. Somebody needs to review that pamphlet written by Norris Forsyth. Has anybody read it? Oh, why does that sound familiar? Disappointing attendance numbers again. Members who fail to attend will be punished. Most grandiose scribe, Wesley P. Keller. I wonder if any of those names are references to real people from the Ku Klux Klan.
Time to go, boy.
Sometimes it's better, rather than shutting people down, to let the idiots speak and then just merely let their opinions affect those as they may. That's part of the whole freedom of speech thing. If someone is able to gather everyone towards them, well, you know, you hope it's because something good is happening with them. Sometimes that's not the case. I mean, you know, look at Hitler. But we have to at least let them talk. If we just shut them down, we're no better than they are on the end of things. And if their ideas are truly bad, well, then no one's going to believe them anyway. So let them make a fool of themselves. I believe, I don't remember who told me that, who put it this way, but it's that freedom of speech is not the freedom to say whatever you want. It is the freedom to say whatever you want, and then the freedom to experience the consequences for what you have said. You cannot get off scot-free for your opinions if you wish to state them in the first place. By exercising the right, you exercise your equal right to be criticized for what you have said. That's not even new for America. That goes back to the forums in Greece. I found a girl in Valentine. Likes to drink that fancy wine. But I don't go down there no more, 'cause there's a blue horse waiting outside her door. I knew a girl in Berryville. Can't get screwed 'cause she's too pale. So I don't go down there no more. Macaw. Those ropes look like they should be a little more taut. Is that one even around his wrist? No, I don't think it is. Let's work on the intestines, though. I was curious if Arthur was going to draw it. Look upon my works. Must be a long-ass knife.
Through the eye, too. Oh. Poor bastard.
Another bit of the map. Might have been here. Also might have been there. I'm going to check where it is real quick, and if it's close by, we'll do it. If not, I think I'm going to stop because I'm getting pretty hungry. Red Dead 2 Serial Killer. Look upon my works. Cheer or weep. Oh yeah, it's just south of the Braithwaite, or just east of the Braithwaite Manor. That's a little bit of a trek. I wonder if I mark it now, will it keep it marked for next time so I'll know that's what I was doing? Or I could write it down, but... Because it's kind of... I kind of need to go down there anyway, because we can finally loop back to Saint Denis for that other stranger quest that we just got from that letter. And then loop back up here. Or would be better to go here, then here, and then there. I don't know. It'll all get done in the end. I'm just glad that we managed to loop around in such a way where we didn't have to go to the top right and top left of the map out of our way. We got to go there and do other things, so this was unexpectedly and accidentally very efficient, and that makes me happy. I love efficiency. It's a great thing. It's only not great when it sacrifices quality. Unless it's an acceptable amount of quality. As all things are a trade-off. But, enough rambling. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a lovely day. Enjoy the fabulous weather that we should be having this week. And I hope to see you all again next time.